the worst ever vice president. Nobody knows where the other guy is. Where the hell is he? Where the hell did he go, David? Where is he? Nobody knows where the hell. Where is Biden? Remember? We used to go, where's Hunter? We used to go, where's Hunter? Now we go, where the hell is Biden? Where's Joe? You know, when you think they stole the election. It was just, they walked in, they said, you're out. Right? That's a threat to democracy. They called me a threat to democracy. They stole the election from this guy. Whether you like him or not, they stole the election. They walked in, they said, get out of here, Joe, you're out. You're dead, you're out, Joe. And man, oh man, he likes me better than he likes her, I really believe. And you have to tell Kamala that you've had enough, Kamala. You've had enough. You're the worst ever. Crooked people, these are crooked people. You know, in California, they just signed a bill that if you're an official or anybody, you're not even allowed to ask anybody for their voter ID. And if you do, you've created a criminal act or something. I mean, they only do that because they want to cheat. What the hell are they doing? The whole world is laughing at us. They're laughing at us. You know what? And if nothing comes out of this whole thing, it's going to teach you, you damn well better get a different system. And these bloodsuckers up there, they do nothing about it. That's why they laugh. The world laughs at us. They all have elections. You know, France had crooked elections because they had paper ballots years ago, and they switched. And now they have paper ballots. And at 9 o'clock in the evening, they called the winner, they called the loser, everyone home, everybody was fine. They had voter ID, they had paper ballots, they had one-day election. At least sophisticated. It's more sophisticated than the machines they use, which can be hacked and things can happen. You know, a great gentleman is Elon Musk. And I said to Elon, I assume you're very good with computers, right? And he said, well, I think I'm one of the best. He said, it wasn't the engines that landed that rocket the other day, it was the computers telling the engines what to do. I think I'm good, yeah, I think I'm really good. Well, he looked at the machines, just looked at them, and he doesn't have to look like normal people. Normal people have to rip them apart and figure out what's going on. That's normal experts. He goes like this, the machines are, oh. You look, oh. Meaning he knew the machine immediately. You know, he does this stuff for a living. So he looks, and he actually made the statement. He said, look, computers are great for sending rockets up and everything else, but there should never be machines used in voting. Everything should be paper, ballots, put in boxes, voter ID, also identification for the country. In other words, little questions like, are you a citizen?
You guys, I need you to take your seats.
Look, I got farmhouses, I got all sorts of I got, see the guy up in the window back there? Has anybody inspected that? No, it's the whole thing. It's okay, it's okay. But it would be nice to have, you know, I'm trying to make a point and I'm trying to sell something. I'm telling the people that our leadership is grossly incompetent, that we're being ripped off by every country in the world, including our so-called friends. Our friends are far worse in many ways in terms of trade. The European nations are just ripping us to shreds. Everyone brave when I got shot. They were listed right as long as and I don't want to speak out of school, but I can say from the time I got elected, these guys were fighting for more help, for more people like you have up there, great people, but they were fighting for more assets. They call them assets. I think it's an extremely nasty term, but that's what they were fighting for. They need more assets because we have big rallies. You know, we have 50,000. Interestingly, during the pitch, he said, oh, and your debates don't really draw, and everybody leaves early. So then I go, because when somebody says something, I think you have to refute it, right? I said, no, my debates never have an empty seat, and nobody ever leaves early. Nobody has ever left early. These guys were great. Nobody. And I walked off, and I said, I killed her in this debate. I did 100 things, but I was debating 3 people. I wasn't debating one. 11 times or so, they said, no, that's not right. That's not right. You know, they weren't supposed to do that too, by the way. ABC, it's ABC fake news, CBS, ABC, NBC. These are, in my opinion, these are seriously corrupt people. But here's the story. So I refuted. It took only about 30 seconds. I said, no, my rallies are the biggest and nobody ever leaves. And not only are they the biggest, they're hundreds of times bigger than anybody else. The other night in Milwaukee, that arena was here, the Wall. Mr. Wall, would you please stand up? This guy, he was there. You know, this guy's a very successful guy, and I think he's been to like 300 of these things. But he's great. He's a smart guy. He's made a lot of money. I don't know. He likes this better than going to see a rock concert, right? I heard the truth. Again, the word truth. We will build American. We will buy American, and we will hire America. We want to hire people. It's time, right? It's time to put America first, isn't it? I will end the war in Ukraine. Would have never started if I were president. It would have never, 0 chance. I said, Vladimir, don't even think about it. 0 chance. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East. That would have never happened. October 7th. Iran was broke. They were stone cold broke. They had no money for Hezbollah. They had no money for Hamas. They had no money for anything. They were broke. You know, in 4 years, I had no terrorism. Can you imagine? And I stopped. I had no wars also. I didn't, other than I inherited ISIS, and I knocked out in a short period of time, a few weeks, 100% of the ISIS caliphate. And these idiots like Kelly and Mattis and stupid, really, he's so stupid. They said it was going to take 5 years, and I did it in a few weeks. That's why I went to Iraq. I said, General, and I met a real general, and our military is great. He knocked him. He said, sir, attack him the following way. I'd attack him from the left and from the right.